DG Lovelies. I'm back again for Diversely Geek Discusses Pride. As this month is Pride Month, June, I really wanted to connect with our LGBTQ plus followers and community, and I have some questions that I will be asking, well, myself and you, the community, that we would love responses to. I'm going to go ahead and answer them with my responses, but we would love to see your responses either on this video, on our Facebook page, and Twitter. You can just send us a message or tweet us with hashtag Pride, and that's at Diversely Geek on Twitter, Diversely Geek just on Facebook, and even Instagram. Honestly, we just want to celebrate you and know about what inspires your pride. So question number 1 is, who is your favorite LGBTQ character and how has their story helped you in your own life? Wow. And I wrote these questions. It's a tough one, because there are a lot of characters that have been really wonderful, but I have to say, in terms of just a specific character as them and the influence they've had on me through their story, I would go with Korra from The Legend of Korra. So her story, created by the wonderful Michael DiMartino and Brian Konietzko, majorly impacted me and helped me through a rough time, and that was just as Korra as a character. She struggles with mental health and identity and saving the world, but honestly it's inner balance, and all of those were personal struggles that I went through, and the ending of that series was just icing on the cake in completely having a character that I related to. Question number 2. What show, movie, comic, or etc. has your favorite LGBTQ storyline and representation? Now, seems maybe a little similar to the first question, but it's not. This is specifically what story that specifically highlighted the LGBTQ community or experience was your favorite, and specifically you felt had representation that you thought was real or that was relevant to you. That's another hard one. Let's see here. Yikes. I would have to say Alex Danvers from Supergirl in season 2. Her coming out was one of the most realistic, I think, experiences, and in all honesty, it was Kyler, and the way that she portrayed that made that so relevant. And I'm gonna have to go with a second. I'm going to say Elena Alvarez from One Day at a Time. She's literally me. Like, the environmentalism, the dietary choices, the nerdiness, and her passion for what she believes in. So those are those two for me. Question number 3 is, what was your first experience with an LGBTQ plus character or story in media that wasn't a stereotypical one? Okay, so he just really wanted to be in the video, guys. And that's where he's going to stay and not touch anything. I would have to say this one's a bit hard because I don't really remember anything at all growing up until I saw Rent in 6th grade. Yep. And then my life changed. Yeah, okay, he agrees. Okay, question number 4. If you could see any LGBTQ plus storyline and character represented in mainstream media, canon story, or dream idea, what and who would that be? I don't know that I can actually answer that one. Seriously? I think that, I feel lucky enough to be living in what we gays call 2018, where we actually have a lot of representation for the first time ever. I think Anissa in Black Lightning is something that was a long time overdue, or a character in media that was a long time overdue, even though she was a character in the comics for years. I think... Why are you eating Toothless? I think Love, Simon coming out this year has been amazing for the community and for as an impact on society in general. I think just as Black Panther has shown that representation matters, so has Love, Simon. But to answer the question, I would like to see my favorite musical made into a movie with Canon Gelfie, which is Glinda and Elphaba, because the author of the book said that it was canon, despite what everyone thinks about the musical. The last question is, what is the most positive LGBTQ experience you've had in fandom, whether it be cons, actors, groups, panels, etc., if you've had any? So this one's actually a lot for me because we run an organization where we go to cons and we meet actors and we specifically ask about diversity and acceptance and unity in media and in the community. And we also are based in Orlando, and after Pulse 2 years ago, the conversation wasn't something that was shied away from. It was something that we embraced, and that we were fortunate to have everyone that we talked to about it embrace as well. So I'd say the Steven Universe cast is the most positive, outgoing, energetic cast that's just completely welcoming to the community, I think, and it's not even accepting. They're more than accepting. They are so encouraging to their main audience, which is teens, and it's a lot of LGBTQ teens that come to them, and they bring all the positive energy that people bring to them. They give back tenfold. I think other than that, I think Brianna from Deadpool, which is Negasonic Teenage Warhead, she was someone we were very fortunate to have a sort of mini interview with, and she was wonderful. Everything that she said was very wonderful, and it was at a time just before she really, I think, came out in the media, and I think that in her really embracing herself, the conversation we had was something very, very positive for me personally. And I know for my mom, probably her favorite would be Robin Lord Taylor, because he is just this ball of light energy, and he's so positive, and his energy is so embracing, and he is very open about his experience and sharing that with the rest of the world. So I think that that's all for my answers to my questions. So we'd really like to know what your answers are. Please just share that with us. Even if you yourself aren't a part of the LGBTQ community, if you have any responses to these, feel free to share. Make sure this June to be proud, be you, and be love. So that's it for us. This Diversity Geek discusses Pride, and we love you.